I think that part of the reason why it's really hard to ask for help has to do with something that we talked about back in our episode on stereotype threat. Basically, when you ask a question or admit that you don't understand something, you're not simply asking a question. In the back of your mind, you might be worried that you will be judged badly for asking a question. For example, if you're a Black woman and you know that there's a general stereotype that Black women are not good at physics, you might be worried that by asking a question about physics or admitting that you don't understand something, you're going to confirm the stereotype that Black women aren't good at physics. So basically, stereotype threat can really make asking questions so much harder because of that extra level of psychological fear. Don't let other people's opinions interfere with your learning. The fact is that we as underrepresented minorities won't start disproving negative stereotypes about us unless we allow ourselves to be full participants in the learning process.
If you have been previously belittled for asking questions, the fear of being judged will obviously push you away. I feel that my fear of rejection was mostly pronounced in college and medical school. I feared asking questions because I thought I would be belittled by my professors, my doctor teachers, and especially my classmates. I was brought up by a father who believed children should never ask or question an adult or authority figure, but just follow orders. My father felt that if you questioned too much, then that was a sign of disrespect to the other person. Overcoming this fear started to happen, though, in residency. Since I had people's lives in my hands, I was forced to ask questions. I still struggled with some doctor teachers in approaching them, but later realized it was nothing about my questions, but rather they were just not approachable people.
Studies that I've read show that people in class who raise their hands and ask the most questions, the ones who make the most comments in a discussion, actually learn more than students who don't ask questions or who stay quiet. And that's because you're more engaged in the learning process. It's active learning, like we've talked about many times before. And I know it can be scary to put yourself out there and ask questions or ask for help, but the sooner you learn how to overcome your fear or just push through your fear, the better you're going to be able to learn. You won't get totally fearless overnight. You might never overcome your fear of asking questions, but it's a gradual process of just practicing and learning to overcome or push through that fear and ask for help when you need it.